Good men do things for other people. That's the fact. You got to wrap your head around that right there. Right now, it's just for the legacy. It's for my family. It's for my grandkids. It's a true story, man. I was a friend of mine. He's a tough guy, you know. He's a friend of mine from Cleveland. We grew up together. He's a tough boy. He never changed his lifestyle. He down the way dude. He do what he do. And his grandmother was dying. And I've always been the dude in our friendship circle. People call me when they get in trouble for advice and stuff. He said, hey, man, need you to fly to Cleveland, man. Big Mama, that's what he called his grandma, Big Mama dying. She won't see me. I need you to go with me, man, so you can help me. And we grew up together. He's a friend of mine, man. He gave me money when I was broke, took care of my family when I was out trying to make it on the road. And so I flew to Cleveland when we went to the hospital. I looked at Big Mama. She was in bad shape. You could tell she wasn't going to make it. And she looked at him, and she said, Biggs, let me ask you something. She said, do you know your grandfather's father's name? Do you know your grandfather's father's name? He said, no, Big Mama. He's standing there, he buckling. And this is a bad dude, man. I'm telling you, when this cat, I tell you, he's a gangster. He's a tough-ass man. So don't crumble. He was crumbling, man, because he loved her. She raised him. Said, do you know your grandfather's father's name? She said, no, Big Mama. She said, you know why? He said, no, Big Mama. She said, because he didn't leave you nothing. Wow. She said, I'm finna go see Jesus now. She said, and when I go, Big, I want you to live your life so that your children's children's children will know your name. That's right. That's what she told her. She died 15 minutes later. I heard something I'd never heard before. And this was years ago, and I changed my life. And I started living my life so my children's children's children will remember my name. So all I'm doing now is I'm fixing it for my children's children's children. So when Steve Harvey leaves this world, they'll say, my grandfather left us this land. My grandfather built that. That's what it is. Because a society becomes great when old men plant trees under which they know they will never sit in the shade of. Good men do things for other people. That's the fact. You got to wrap your head around that right there. And for every man in here, that's how you got to live your life. Old men plant trees under which they know they'll never sit in the shade of. Good people do things for other people. That's where you got to get to. If you're a man in this room, that's for you today. Take that, put it in your pocket, and start living your life. It cannot. And people get married to the same. And you know why people like for it to be the same? Because they're comfortable there. But if you stay in your comfort zone, you will fail right there. If this is your comfort zone, that's where you're going to fail. The only way to succeed is you got to get outside of the comfort zone. Everything you want in life is on the other side of fear. You got to get over there, man. You got to get, it ain't easy. You know, it's not easy to leave the city you grew up in, say goodbye to your family. It's not easy to walk in there and quit your job and take a chance on another job. It's not easy to break up with somebody you've been in a relationship for 8 years, and you sitting up in here counting the 8 years, talking about, I done wasted 8 years. I tell women all the time, you didn't waste 8 years, you learned something in 8 years. Now, if you stay here, do you want 8 more years of this? It's time to go. I don't care what you want to do, man. If you want to grow, you have to change. That's a very difficult thing for people to do, change, man. But you got to, folks. You got to change. You got to take a chance. You can't stay there and play it the way it is. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. You got to do something else, man. And that's the way it works, man. And it's hard, I know, because I've had to make a lot of changes in my life, and it's hard. When I quit my job October 8th, I won an amateur night, I won $50. October 8th, 1985, I went to work the next day, October 9th, with a $50 bill in my hand and walked to an insurance company and quit my job. Because I decided that night I was going to be a professional comedian. I had won one amateur night, had never been in a comedy club in my life, won one amateur night and the light bulb went off. This what I was been praying for. I've been asking God, show me what I could do with my life, because I just didn't know what to do with it. Send me to that comedy club, I won that amateur night. That was it. I was for sure this was it. But I want you to understand something. I was the only one that was for sure. Nobody else in my life thought that was a smart ass move. All you gotta do is change, man. You remember the suits I used to wear? My suits were 29 at the knee. My jackets had to touch my middle finger. I had a minimum of 4 buttons on that suit. I like 5 or 6 though. My wife one day said, Steve, why don't you wear a different type of suit? I said, baby, this is urban wear. This is what we wear in Cleveland, Detroit, Philly, Chicago. This is what we wear. I ain't finna change. She said, Steve, God is finna take you somewhere. You finna be in mainstream America. I said, what you talking about? I'm a comedian. I don't got to fit in mainstream. I'm funny. She said, no, Steve, God finna take you somewhere else. I didn't know what my wife was talking about. Then I wrote a book, got a talk show, got a game show. Next thing I knew, I was in mainstream America. My wife told me that. And she said, you gotta look mainstream. You can't put them big suits on, them people can't wear to work. I said, baby, you ain't say nothing when we was married. She said, I was waiting to marry you so I could change you. I was trying to get here. I took everything. I think that's the part that young people don't get. Like, I talked to a lot of young acts today. I ain't doing that didn't pay enough. Did you hear what you said? You said it don't pay enough. But it pays. If you don't take the gig, you're gonna get 0. Well, no. I want this, and they only pay. I said, how much did you want? I wanted $5,000 for the night. How much they offer? $3,500. Yo, dog, what else do you have that you can get somebody to give you $3,500 for the night? Go tell your jokes. Nah, man, they gotta pay me what I want. But see, now you're not honing your craft and you're not making money. He said, would you have took it for $3,500? I said, yeah. He said, would you take it for $3,500 now? I said, no. But why would you won't take it now, but you want me to take it? You don't have what I have. Well, what are we talking about? Just inch by inch, anything's a cinch. You gotta take steps, man. It's hard to get young people to understand that. I want what you got now. You can't have what I got now. Yeah, I tell my kids all the time, me and my kids, we have this discussion. It take a long time to make a lot of money. If you think you can just go make a lot of money real fast, you're gonna be constantly disappointed. It take a long time to make money. I've been in this business since I was 27 years old. I'm 64. Man, come on. Look at what your life, well, you looking at now. You missed the 3 years I was living in a car. You didn't see that. You missed when I lost everything I ever owned twice. You missed the 2 divorces. You missed me flunking out of school. You missed all that. You see this now. This ain't how it work now. Yeah, oh, it look easy. Yeah, I make it look easy. This hard. Come out here. Come turn this corner. I'm gonna invite any one of y'all to come up here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Family Feud. Here's Ricky. And Ricky, walk your ass around this corner and just do what I do. It's really hard. Like, what do you do for a living?
I work for a software startup.
Software startup. See, if I went to her job, I'm a failure. What do I know about software? No, what do you do, sir?
Physician.
A physician? Oh, you're dead. He's a physician. He went to school. He got to go to regular school. Then he got to go to another school. Then he got to get certified, go to another school. That's not me. I can want to be a doctor all I want, but it ain't me. It's just easy, man. You got to fit in. You got to do the gift God gave you. You're a physician. You're gifted. That's a God-given gift. Everybody can't go be a doctor.
All right, family.
It's not for you.
Clear it up.
Somebody said, Steve, you ought to be a minister. What? I love the Lord. I really do. God is my friend. He's the whole reason I'm here. That's really all that's missing from a person going from this level to the next level. It's just a piece of information. It's not money, it's information. Because being successful is just knowing the principles of success. Like if you understood a very simple principle, the principle of gratitude, do you understand that if you were to wake up every day and go down the list of things and just tell God what you're grateful for? Don't wake up a single day without going down the list of things you're grateful for. It could be something minute. You know, waking up, you should really thank him every day, because I don't know if you notice or not, you really don't have the ability to wake yourself up. You really don't. A lot of alarm clocks go off and people don't answer the bell. Your alarm clock can go off, but God has to shake you to wake you so you hear them. It's not the alarm clock. So if you wake up every day and you go down the list of things that you're grateful for, what God does in return is he gives you more things to be grateful for, because he's a very wise and generous God, right? If you're not grateful for the things I've given you and you have no gratitude for it, and that seems to be really mundane to you, it's burdensome, why would I overload you with some more stuff that you ain't grateful for? See, gratitude, man, people don't understand how important that little thing is. Even if you don't have a plan, even if you don't know what your next move is, if you just woke up every day and just thanked him for just all the things you can go down, the next day, the very next day, I promise you, not me, he promises you, that he'll give you more to be grateful for. You'll be stunned how that, just change that one little thing. Show gratitude and then watch him give you a whole lot more stuff to be grateful for. It's not a day that I'm not able to add something else to the list. Once you quit, it rules out any chance of succeeding. The mere waking up every day, putting the next foot in front of the next foot, at least keeps you in the game. And if God is waking you up continually every morning, once God wakes you up, that's a sign from God that he ain't through with you yet. That he has something more for you in store that he hasn't given to you yet. That's why you wake up every day, because God has more for you. Now, all you gotta do is understand that, because look at this. The moment God is done, when you served your purpose here, you won't wake up. But if you keep waking up, don't you understand that there's a higher purpose? Your goal in life is just to get into a relationship with God where you can understand the purpose. And it ain't got to match nobody else's. You know, quit trying to be saved like everybody else. You got to get saved for yourself. You know, people all the time, I get questioned as a Christian all the time. I can't believe you're a Christian, you cussing. Well, I'm a Christian that cuss. I'm still a Christian. Christian, I believe in God. What you want me to tell you? But if you knew who I used to be, you'd be perfectly fine with this occasional cussing that I'm doing now. You really would. If you knew the shit I really did, you'd be A-okay with this cussing. But I quit worrying about people a long time ago. People ain't got no heaven for you. People can't save you. And then I was thinking one day, if the scripture is true, that there's none perfect, no, not one, there are no perfect people, but there is a heaven. If it ain't no perfect people, who going to heaven? Because ain't nobody perfect, so who's going? So I think y'all ought to just get to hoping just like I'm hoping, that when we get up to the gate, God is grading on the curve. Because I'm hoping that this 70 that I'm going to go to the gate with is a low A. And let me tell you something. Hey, Harvey. And let me tell you something. That's all y'all got. See, you might be a better Christian than me, but you ain't perfect. So now who are you when you judge another person? So I'm going to take this 70. I'm going to see how it go. You going up there with your 72. You go up there, you might go up there what you think is a 90. And when they read it off, you might discover you ain't got no 9. So I'm going to just go on and do the best I can. You know, love God, keep serving him, talk about him when I get a chance, pay my little tithes, do the best I can, but, you know, I'm an entry-level Christian. That's all I am. If you do advanced Christianity, congratulations. I'm an entry-level Christian. I can participate that way. I can't do advanced Christianity. If you slap me, you slap the wrong Christian. Past year and a half has been the toughest year of our lives as human beings. So this had to be the toughest year of your life. I said, sir, this ain't even been in the top 10 toughest years of my life. I don't know what. We had a pandemic and COVID, but I've had some years that, man, make this look like a cakewalk. I lost my mama 23 years ago. That was the biggest hammer I ever had in my life. I'd rather had COVID than lose my mama, so. But sir, I'm talking about a global pandemic. Hey, once again, you asked me the question. Now, if you want to put the answer in the interview, go ahead and put the answer down. But I'm just telling you what happened to me. You know, he just wanted me to say it was the worst time. It was tough. And if you lost a loved one, I would imagine this was probably the toughest year for you. I didn't lose a loved one. So I can relate to my father, my big brother, my mama, my 2 best friends. I had some rough years. And that's all it was. But you know, the blessing is we still here. I had a lot of good stuff happen during the COVID myself. But, you know, and you had some good stuff that happened too. You just got to look for it. Behind every moment of adversity, there's a lesson and a blessing. Yeah, we all learned something during the pandemic, but wasn't it a blessing somewhere in there? You know, some people, I lost my job. Whoa. Do you realize sometimes when a door closes, God is sending you up the hallway to go through another door? You be tripping, man. That ain't your job. They closed my plant. That's because it wasn't yours. It wasn't your plant. It ain't your job no more. How can they take something from you that's yours? Your job gone. God got something else for you. But if you lay in the misery of it, if you lay in the moment of adversity, you never receive the lesson or the blessing. You got to get up out the adversity, man. You got to look for the upside. It's an upside to everything. This is life, man. Do you know that we're going to experience life till the day we die? We're going to have ups and downs. We're going to have ebb and flows. Some going to go good. Some going to go really bad. That's life. Ain't nobody immune to that. I don't care how much money you got, how famous you are. I don't care what color you are. This called life. It's going to keep coming. You just got to get better at handling it. You know, that's my suggestion to everybody. Quit crying about what didn't happen to you. You got to start taking inventory on what actually happened. How about you live? How about you still here? How about you on Family Feud this week? How about you been laughing your ass off all day? How about that? Man, start looking at the upside. I went outside, it started raining. Man, it's raining again. Hey, you here for the rain. You ever been to prison? It rain, you don't get to go outside. There's some people want to go stand in the rain. Then you get rain, now you mad because it's raining. But if you don't get the rain, we ain't going to have these flowers. You got to get something. Everything God sends down from heaven, it has a return. When he send rain, here come flowers. When he send sunlight, here come vitamin D.